Hey everybody, that's my creepy piano music. I wrote it. I'm doing it right now just for y'all. I'm playing a tiny toy piano at my desk. I'm gonna put it away now. That's my sound effect of putting away the piano. Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back with another adventure in my creepy Halloween movies. So welcome to this. This week, because I love you so much, I watched a movie that is very, very bad. And I told you I was going to watch it last week. And I watched Halloween Resurrection. That's right. I did it. So, I don't know where to start. It's been a difficult few days since I've watched it. It's stuck with me, not in a good way. Because I did then watch, not for this because I do not own it, but I did then go to a friend's house and watch A Quiet Place, which was a phenomenal movie that stuck with me in a oh, that really is creepy and terrifying way. This stuck with me in a, man, that was an hour and a half of my life that I'll never get back kind of way. But I do love it. Which I realize it sounds like I don't. So, I'm going to cough. Because I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I ruined everything, y'all. I ruined it all with my bad audio. My bad, terrible audio. So, Halloween Resurrection is a 2002 American slasher film and the 8th installment in the Halloween series. Directed by Rick Rosenthal, who had also directed Halloween 2 in 1981. Wait, really? Oh no. Oh, but Halloween 2 is actually, good. No, Rick. What you doing, Rick? Rick. Now I gotta see, y'all. I gotta make sure Rick did something else aside from this, because I really am... I'm very upset that this may have ruined Rick's career. Rick directed Halloween 2. It was his first movie. Okay, there you go, Rick. There you go. And then the only other movie is Bad Boys, but it's not... the Michael Bay project from the 90s. What is this Bad Boys? Oh, this is the Bad Boys with Sean Penn about the juvenile detention center. Anyway. Oh, he went on and did some Buffy the Vampire Slayer. All right, we good. We good, you and I. My dear friend, Mr. Rosenthal. We all good. But we're not all good because this movie is terrible. So, if any of you have seen Halloween Resurrection, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and you're already going to know all this. And if you haven't seen it, just don't. Just listen to this because I did it for you, and that's because I love you. It's because I love you. So, here's the thing. Okay. I'm going to, again, spoilers because, of course... let's talk about Halloween H2O a little bit. So Halloween H2O is one of my favorite installments in the Halloween series, even though I acknowledge it's not great. It takes place 20 years after the original Halloween, hence H2O. And you finally get Laurie Strode's character back, which is Jamie Lee Curtis. And if none of you know this about me, I love Jamie Lee Curtis. She's amazing. But she comes back as Laurie Strode, who has... you find out in Halloween 4, died in a car accident. Well, she faked her death to get away from Michael Myers, but he has found her, and she's the headmaster of this private school, and now he's going to come get her. And he's also going to get her son, played by a young Josh Hartnett. And that was one of his earlier movies, I think, or maybe it was during that time where Josh Hartnett was in everything. But I really enjoy that movie. So if you don't know, at the end of Halloween H2O, she... cuts off Michael Myers' head. She just, with an axe, she cuts it right off. And that should do it, for the killers. Typically, they don't behead the killers because it's oh, well, you can't come back from a beheading. But somehow, he back. And so, at the end of the movie, or the beginning of this movie, you find out she's in a mental. She's in a mental institution, and she's there for killing an innocent man. But wait, Steven, I thought she killed Michael Myers. I'm so glad that you brought this point up, dear listener. She did not. Apparently, Michael Myers had come to, killed the paramedic, crushed his larynx so he could not speak, and then put his suit on him, and then she cut off an innocent man's head. So, Yeah, that's a thing that indeed did happen. And so now she's in this mental institution preparing for Michael to come and get her. And this film opens up, y'all. I mean, I can't tell you that they didn't come out of the gate swinging, because this film opens up with him coming back to her on October 31st of 2001 at the mental institution. He kills a couple security guards, because he does. He's Michael Myers. And then she ends up like getting chased onto the rooftop by him because he comes for her, and she has him in her trap, but he starts like ripping at the mask and stuff, which is what the guy did in the last one, who was really him. They just wanted a way to do a sequel. And so she gets her fears of, oh no, I'm going to kill the wrong person back, which that's not a very Laurie Strode thing. Laurie Strode would have been like, nah, this is the real dude, and killed him. But she tries to remove the mask. He stabs her, throws her off the roof to her death. And so Laurie Strode is dead. She dead. Which we'll revisit a little later, because she's not dead, but she is dead. Anyway. So then the rest of this film revolves around a bunch of college students who sign up to be on this reality TV show. Yeah, that's what they do. They sign up to be on a reality TV show. A couple of the students are people I recognized. So if y'all know Sean Patrick Thomas, which I know you're all going, huh? Sean Patrick Thomas was in a movie which I really enjoyed as a kid called Save the Last Dance. It's very good. And so, actually, I don't know if it's good. What does Save the Last Dance have on Rotten Tomatoes? Let's see what people think. Save the Last Dance, 53%. Well, I enjoyed Save the Last Dance. I thought it was good. Sean Patrick Thomas is most famous for that. One of the kids is played by Katie Sackhoff, who my nerds out there like me will know as Lieutenant Kara Starbuck Thrace from Battlestar Galactica, the 2000s one. She's been in other stuff. She was on 24 as Dana Walsh at one point in the 8th season. It is pretty good. Yeah, so she out there. Don't worry. But other than that, I don't really know of anybody in this film that you would know, except for, of course, Tyra Banks, who is what is she most well known as? Is she most well known as a model now? Or I feel like to this generation, she's most well known as the host of America's Next Top Model. Make It Work. Wait, is that? No, that's... Wait, what show is that? Is that You Say Yes to the... Wait, no. Make It Work. That's the one where they design fashion. Never mind. That's the... Why can't I think of the name? Oh, goodness. America's Next Top Designer. Y'all, help. Fashion, design. You're all yelling right now. I can hear you. Hi. Hey, Jake. I hear you yelling. Project Runway. There you go. That's Make It Work. America's Next Top Model. Do they have a catchphrase? Do they have a slogan? Let's see. America's Next Top Model. What is your slogan? Their slogan is, why when I Google America's Next Top Model is the first thing that pops up, what is a booch tooch? Oh my God, y'all. I need to know what a booch tooch is. Hold on. Okay. Booty tooch is a model pose in which you isolate the body and pop out the posterior for a curvier silhouette in photos. Variations include booch for men, juicy tooch, Gucci tooch, poochie tooch, and side tooch. What is tooch? Is that just like... it's just arching your lower back while pushing the buttocks out. Okay. And booch is just... Okay, booch is just another way to do that. It also could be an object-oriented analysis and design method developed by Grady Booch, who was a chief scientist at Rational Software. So I'm going to imagine a booch tooch is legitimately just this man, Grady Tooch, this chief scientist. It's just him sticking out that ass. That's what I'm going to imagine it is. Yeah. So I think we've gone down a good road here. Booch Tooch forever, y'all. I'm scared by what's happening in my brain. Oh god. So yeah, she's in it, and of course, starring, and I think gets top billing in this movie is Busta Rhymes. Who, if you're in the Facebook group, I did post a video of the greatest moment in the Halloween series, which is Busta Rhymes busting through the door and saying "trick or treat, motherfucker," and then hitting Michael Myers with an axe. Followed closely by him leaving the room and going, "Hey, Mikey, happy fucking Halloween." That's pretty great too. But so they're all in this movie. And essentially, these college kids, Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks run this entertainment company called Dangertainment because, of course, they do. And, yeah, you know, the movie's not good. It's all about reality TV. And a lot of it is, like, supposed to be shot on, quote unquote, like, it's cameras they wear, like, on their ears, kind of like where glasses cams would be now. It's essentially, they're like a very old school GoPro. And it's very bad. And those shots make me very dizzy. But supposedly they've signed up. They're going to be locked inside the old Myers house where the first murders in the very first Halloween took place. And they're going to have to stay the night. Well, you know, shit ensues, y'all. Michael Myers kills a bunch of people. I mean, oh, Ghost is barking. Ghost. Y'all, Michael Myers might be here for me. He might be here. Ghost, is it Michael? Is it Michael? I need a response. Okay. Oh. No, he says it's Reggie. Got a little response from him there. Y'all, it's not Michael. I think we're good. Anyway. Yeah, so they're signed up to stay the night in this house. I don't remember what they get if they do. Hilarity is the only way I can say it. Hilarity ensues. They all end up getting killed. I gotta find out how Michael is sharpening this knife, because multiple people in this movie get decapitated by the knife, which is a standard butcher's knife, like not like just a normal knife, y'all. So much is happening. My phone is ringing. But I'm not going to pick it up because I love y'all. Because I'm recording this for you. Anyway, so much is happening during this, and it's very confusing. We don't understand why. Why is this knife so sharp? But, you know, eventually you learn that's just how life goes. So, y'all, it's real dumb. Everybody dies, except for Sarah, who is kind of the main character. She has this guy who's like obsessed with her in a creepy way, who's watching the live stream at a party, and they text her from a computer and help her like figure out where he is in the house. And so she escapes, but then Michael attacks them and stabs Freddy, who is Busta Rhymes, of course. He stabs Busta, y'all. And so she finds an exit. And she thinks she's going to get out, and she kind of gets out, but she has to crawl over a body, which is kind of terrifying. Anyway, she gets into the garage, finds a bunch of dead blood. It's just blood that's been dead. She finds a bunch of blood. It belongs to Tyra Banks. That's right. Tyra is also dead. And he like knocks over a bunch of electrical stuff on her, and the electrical fire starts in the garage. Y'all, it's like a fever dream. You know, then, hey, in comes Freddy. Freddy not dead. And Busta says, trick or treat, motherfucker. Fights Michael Myers hand to hand. Eventually electrocutes Michael by hanging him up in the electrical wiring. And that's it. The Myers house burns to the ground. And Sarah thanks Deckard for saving her life on the news. Yeah, I mean, also there's this weird thing where like Busta Rhymes is obsessed with ninja movies and like kung fu movies. And so he's just like doing a lot of this number, which is super racist. But, and I'm not being racist when I do this. I'm just saying he's sitting around doing kung fu going, oh, yeah. Like all of this stuff that like you imagined you had to do kung fu when you were like 6 years old because we didn't know any better. That's real weird, y'all. It's a real weird movie. Then at the end, of course, Michael's body gets brought back to the morgue. Medical examiner begins to pull Michael's mask off, and then the eyes pop open. And that's the end of the movie. And they set themselves up for a sequel, y'all. And so a sequel came out. It was the best Halloween movie. It succeeded insanely a lot. it was great. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it's gone down as the greatest horror movie of all time. Wait, there was no sequel because this movie was so bad, and I mean so bad, that sadly it killed the franchise. This movie killed the franchise. The franchise lay dormant for 5 years after this, until Rob Zombie came along and remade Halloween with his reboots of Halloween and then Halloween 2, both of which are not great. Not great at all. Because they, just like this movie, kind of get away from the whole thing that Halloween was originally. Like in the original movie, there's no blood. Like it's not a gore fest. It's not a whatever. It just is what it is. It's just scary because it's scary, not because it's, gross. Anyway, but it does have Danielle Harris in it, which I thought was a great thing that Rob Zombie did, which was casting Danielle Harris to reprise or to play the role of Annie from the original movie, because Danielle Harris played the little girl who's in the 4 and 5, who's in those movies, who was like Laurie Strode's niece, but actually her daughter. Y'all, Halloween is a weird, fucked up, like, world of horror, and I love it so very much. If you can't tell, there's not been as much joking in this, I feel like, because I'm legitimately talking about something I love and I nerd out about. So, it killed the franchise. Then Halloween and Halloween 2 came out, the Rob Zombie ones. Those didn't really do much good for the franchise, and then there hasn't been a Halloween movie from Halloween 2 in 2009 until right now, 2018, Halloween. It is just called Halloween. It is the 11th installment in the Halloween series, technically, and this one serves as a direct sequel to the 1978 film. So essentially, all of the movies since the first movie, and I'm really hoping all of you have seen the original Halloween. If you have not, stop listening to my stupid, dumb voice, and I'm talking about Booch Tooch and all this dumb stuff. Nah, go watch Halloween, because the original 1978 film is phenomenal. It was like the most successful indie film of all time. So it's a direct sequel. Everything that happens since she sees Michael get shot and then falls off the balcony and then his body's missing, that's the end of Halloween. And everything since then that we've seen doesn't exist anymore in this new continuity. This movie picks up directly after that. Well, directly after that, 40 years after that. But all of the other stuff didn't take place. She has been preparing for Michael Myers for 40 years. And she's going on the offensive. And I have no clue what to think of this movie. It's not out yet. It releases on... What day does it release? October 19th. Which is not my birthday. I was going to say which is my birthday, but my birthday is December 19th. Wait, it's okay. Y'all, I can hear you rushing out to the store to flood the P.O. box with birthday gifts, but don't. Your love and support is enough. It's enough. You're enough. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to see it opening weekend as soon as I get off work on Sunday morning of the 21st. A friend and I are going to see it because my wife is too scared of horror movies. She does not do the scary at all. And so it is what it is. But Halloween 2018, it's going down. Sorry, I got real distracted there for a second. So if you've taken anything away from this, I hope it is that you should not watch Halloween Resurrection. It is a steaming pile of bantha poodoo. Nobody needs to watch it. Also, we went down a road together and we learned what Booch Tooch meant. It's been a good time. I looked at some Rob Zombie Halloween stuff and I forgot Danielle Harris existed. And now I'm kind of curious what she's been up to since she was Jamie Lloyd in the 80s and then she was Annie Brackett in the Halloween remake. What have you been? What have you been doing there, Danielle? She was in Hatchet. The Last Boy Scout. Oh, that was when you were a kid, though. Rugrats Gone Wild. Wait. Whoa. Danielle Harris played Debbie Thornberry for the entire run of the Wild Thornberrys from 1998 to 2004, and in the related films, the Wild Thornberrys movie and Rugrats Go Wild. she's had the most successful career of any actress in Hollywood ever because of this. Because I had a crush on Danielle Harris when she was Jamie Lloyd in the 80s. She was a little girl, and I had a crush on her when I was little. And then, when I was still little, I had a crush on Debbie Thornberry because I thought she was like a cool, like badass cartoon character on the Wild Thornberrys. I had a crush on her then, and then I thought she was super attractive when I saw her in the Rob Zombie movies in the late 2000s. Y'all, I've been in love with Danielle Harris this whole time. And I would like to preface or specify, again, in love with Danielle Harris as a child when I was a child, in love with adult Danielle Harris now. And not even sure now. I don't know what she's been up to. You know, like, I don't want to... She was stalked in 1995. That's not funny. Oh, no. That sucks. Because she was a kid then, too. My gosh. Y'all, I really brought it down. I didn't mean to. What's she been... Y'all, she's in a movie called Camp Coldbrook. Don't know what that is. It's an American horror film starring, two stars of Days Gone By. Danielle Harris and Chad Michael Murray. Y'all, this has gone on too long. I don't even think this is a good one. I'm just going to give this one to you. And apologize for the fact that I probably just recorded a steaming pile of crap. But what else would I record when I was watching Halloween Resurrection? So if you're looking for something to do to get in the spooky spook, watch some Halloween movies. They're great. Watch any horror movies. Or hey, go listen to this podcast right now. It's called Halloween Unmasked that walks you through the production of it. Or what I've been binging all day because I never listened to it when it first came out, Inside Psycho. Came out last spring, I think. And it's just a story about the making of the movie Psycho. And, there's a yawn for you. There's always one coming by the end of these. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna finish up listening to Inside Psycho, and maybe, because I'm a huge Hitchcock fan, that will influence the movie I watch for the 5th week of our Halloween Horror Fest, because I've already watched the movie for the 4th week, and it's a very good one. It is also a recent one, and should I leave you in suspense? What would Alfred Hitchcock say? He was the master of suspense. Alfred Hitchcock would say leave you in suspense. But I am no Alfred Hitchcock. I watch Get Out. I've talked about Get Out before. It's great. It's amazing. And I'm going to talk about how much I love it and how it's a great commentary for racism and all sorts of terrible things in our society next week. So until then, hey, thank you so much for your support on Patreon and listening to this weird thing where I talk about movies, even though I have no business talking about movies because I am not a film expert. So apparently only film experts can talk about movies. Until next week, I will see you Thursday, and happy Booch Tooch. If I find out that's like a racist or sexist term, I'm going to feel really, really bad. But as far as I can tell, Booch Tooch just means sticking your butt out. So, live your best truth, y'all. Live your best Booch Tooch.